Once again, I bring you greetings from the St. Mark Community Church. Once again, I rejoice in reporting that God is still on the throne, and in spite of what we see around us, this too shall pass. We are reminded of George Floyd's death in Minneapolis and by the hands of the police, but we're also reminded of all the good work that people are doing, keeping this in front of the public. We want to do that as well. This is an opportunity for all of us to talk about, to address how we are impacted by the police in our communities as African Americans. And so that's a good thing. Again, if anyone is interested in getting the t-shirt, they're $13. I have one more to order, one more to get, and then I can order. I'll have the 10. So please, if you're interested, please let me know, or you can let Brother Collins know as well. I want to report on the coronavirus, the COVID-19. In terms of worldwide, there are 21,900,000 cases at present, with 774,000 people have died. That is worldwide. The numbers are still increasing. In the United States, we've had 5,433 cases. We've had 170,500 deaths. 170,500 deaths. In California, we've had 629,000 cases with a little over 11,000 deaths. Here in Solano County, we've been blessed. We've had 4,596 cases with only 41 deaths. In Yolo County, which is our neighboring county, they've had 2,046 cases with 46 deaths. And as we have indicated in the past, certainly any death is too many. And certainly this virus is something not to be played with. It is serious, and we have to continue to be vigilant. To that end, as you know, we have not set a date for reopening St. Mark. We are not going to be reopening the church for general worship until this pandemic is either eliminated or we have a better handle on what's going on as it relates to our community. In California, the cases have been increasing. We've been doing more testing, but that in turn has let us know that there are more cases going on. So we're going to continue here at St. Mark live streaming our services every Sunday at 10 a.m. And I have to tell you, it has been a blessing that God has provided that opportunity for you and for I to be able to live stream, to be able to see the services in our homes. And so I want you to know, when I was out of town, I was blessed to be able to watch the service even in another state. And that too was a blessing. I want to remind you and encourage you, if you have not done so, to go to OptaServe so that you can get a free test. A free test won't cost you anything. That number is 888-634-1123. I'm going to repeat that. That number is 888-634-1123. And so I want to encourage you to be tested to see if and whether or not you have the coronavirus. Now, we need to recognize that if you're Black, African American, Latino, Native Hawaiian, Pacific Islander, we are more susceptible to this disease, not only in becoming sick, but also in dying. And so we have to be extremely careful. We have disproportionately more deaths in our populations. The same thing is true if you're 65 years or older. You're more susceptible to the disease and dying from it. The same thing is true if you have an immune system disorder, if your health and have underlying health conditions, again, you're more susceptible. And so remember that most people who catch it, who get this disease, COVID-19, recover without hospitalization. Most people don't even know they had it, but they can still pass it on to other people. So we have to be extremely careful. I want to encourage you to wash your hands. Wash your hands when you come in from outside. Wash your hands often in the house. In addition, wear your mask whenever you're around other people. You're within 6 feet of somebody, put your mask on. We don't want to give anybody else the disease. So recognize that the elderly are at risk. We don't want to pass this on to anybody. Again, I share this information not to frighten, but to inform. We ask that you might continue to stay in prayer. That's a part of our job. God calls on us to pray. So pray for those who have lost loved ones in this pandemic. Continue to pray for our counties, for our country's leaders, that the decisions they make that will impact our lives, we ask that God would give them the wisdom that they need. Pray for our schools as they're preparing to reopen. Please pray for the teachers. Continue to pray for those, excuse me, who are on the first line serving us in hospitals, county infection control, fire, and police. Thank you. And finally, continue to pray for Sister Moore, Carolyn Anderson, Faye Carnell, Sister Kuti, all who are working at present. Still holding prayer at 12 noon on Tuesdays. Encourage you to tune in. Wednesday and Thursday Bible study, 7 p.m. Encourage you to turn in. Sunday morning Bible study, 8:45. Encourage you to tune in. And we ask that you call 10 minutes early to each of these conference calls for those events. This coming Sunday at 12:30, we will be having an outdoor service for our young people. An outdoor service for our young people. They'll be socially distant. They will have their own chairs, so they're not swapping chairs. They will be sanitizer out there. We'll be taking temperatures to ensure, again, the safety of our children. So if you want to be a part of that, we certainly would encourage you to do so. We ask you to stay safe. Remember, we're not out of the woods as yet. We all have our part to do. God bless you and God keep you is our prayer.